how has science, technology, and innovation engaged the natural fiber supply towards textile applications? This will be discussed by our second speaker. He obtained his bachelor's degree in agriculture, majoring in horticulture and plant breeding from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. He went on to attain his master's and PhD degrees in bioresource engineering from the University of Tsukuba in Japan. One of his most noteworthy projects include the rehabilitation of abaca plantation through the adoption of high-yielding and virus-resistant abaca hybrids. Currently, he is an associate professor at the Institute of Crop Science, College of Agriculture and Food Science, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Antonio G. Lalusin.
So I will be discussing the prospects of BANDALA variety of abaca as a potential source of fibers for the textile industry. Actually, BANDALA is an acronym. It is Abacros Abaca with native and desirable accessions to lift up the abaca industry. So, while I'm discussing, tingnan nyo kung paano namin nabuo ang hybrid. Okay? So, abaca is Musa textilis ni. It is a relative of banana. Banana is Musa acuminata, the latundan type, and subtype is Musa balbisiana. So, it is endemic to the Philippines, so it means it is one of our national treasure. Actually, abaca is being planted in Ecuador, but the abaca varieties in Ecuador came also from us. It was smuggled from us because there is a law that prohibiting to move out the abaca planting materials in the Philippines. So it is a source of fiber internationally known as Manila hemp, and it is an important major dollar earner, and abaca is generating $80 million annually. Imagine the amount of money being supplied by abaca. Okay, next please. So, but abaca production is being hindered by some problems like the presence of virus diseases. Meron pong sakit. Kung ang tao merong HIV, o yung aso natin tinatamaan ng virus also. So, the abaca plant is being affected also by 3 viruses. Imagine 3 viruses in one plant. So it is affected by abaca banchitap, mosaic virus, and mosaic virus. And in the case of Bicol and Leyte and Southern Leyte, imagine the infection is 43%, and the value in peso is around 202 million pesos. And for example, in the case of Bicol, if there's only 5.19% infection, the value in pesos is 23 million pesos already. And that is a big amount of money. And for example, in the case of Las Navas in Samar, they are, Las Navas is abaca country also, same as Catanduanes. Wala na pong nabubuhay na abaca because of that disease. Okay, so that's why UPLB, through the application of breeding, nag-develop po kami ng varieties na resistant sa that virus. Okay. So this is the milestone of abaca breeding in UPLB. Actually, abaca breeding in UPLB started in 1920s. Okay, in 2019 ngayon, so more or less 99 years. Then, yung abaca banchita virus po was reported 1915. So almost to 103 years old na yung disease. And up to now, wala pa po tayong nade-develop na solution. So, IPP developed the first F1 hybrids between Pacol and abaca in 1986. So, Pacol is a wild banana with resistance to the virus. Nandun po yung virus, resistance gene na para counteract yung the virus diseases. Then, in 1995, these C1 process were produced and evaluated, and 2006, the BC2 hybrids were produced using DNA markers already. So we employed modern technology in developing the variety. 2010, we developed the BC3 using DNA markers also. And in 2012 to 2018, we employed genomics already in the development of the variety. Actually, BANDALA is a backcross 2 hybrid. So it means, next please. So here, this is the development of our variety. So abaca, having a good tensile strength, good fiber qualities, while banana has poor fiber quality but very resistant to the virus. So we want to integrate or to combine resistance and fiber quality in one variety. Okay? So the F1 is 50% abaca and 50% banana or wild banana. So the F1 is resistant, but the fiber quality is more or less the same as the pahol or the banana. Then we backcross it to abaca so that we can gather or we can recover the fiber qualities. Okay, so and it became 75% abaca and 25% banana. Then another backcrossing was done to produce the BC2, which is the BANDALA, and that is 87.5% abaca and 12.5% only banana. Okay, so in that case, we can recover the fiber qualities. At the same time, we have the resistance. Okay, as of now, we have the BC3, but BANDALA is BC2. Okay, BC3, we have BC3, which is 92.25% abaca genome and only 7.75% banana genome. So, we don't want to remove the resistance because that is one problem of abaca. We could not produce fibers. That's one reason why mababa ang supply natin o wala tayong magamit sa textile. Okay? So then after selecting, we plant it in the field, then we do fiber analysis. Okay. Next please. So after selecting the best backcross to abaca, so we did multi-location trials para po makita natin na abaca, yung hybrids natin is really resistant and even the performance of the hybrid is stable. Minsan po kasi, abaca is location specific. Kaya po, pag nagtanim kayo ng Inosa, Inosa is a good variety of abaca in Visayas, but ilipat nyo po siya sa ibang place, hindi na po siya gaganda. Ganun din po yung Maguindanao. That is the best variety of abaca in Mindanao. Move out Maguindanao in Mindanao and hindi siya gaganda. Ganun din po yung abuab. Abuab is the best variety of abaca in Catanduanes. So, inassess po namin yung major abaca growing areas, tinanim namin yung hybrids para i-assess yung stability ng performance at the same time yung resistance sa virus. Okay, so we have in UPLB, in Bukap, in Katsu, in UEP, BSU, USEP, USM, Winsu in Mindanao, in Zamboanga, then Butuan, Carso in Butuan. So we have multi-location trials all over the Philippines. Okay, next please. So before the multi-location trials, we conducted the propagation of the hybrids through tissue culture. So ito po yung process ng pagpapadami through tissue culture. Actually, one sucker of banana or abaca, if you will propagate it through tissue culture, you can produce 64,000 in 8 months. 64,000 seedlings in 8 months. Imagine that is if everything is okay, no problem with contamination. So after producing enough planting materials, we did multiplication trial. Okay. Next please. So these are the multi-location trial sites. So we can see the performance of the hybrids. For example, in that one, the tall one are the hybrids and the small one are the traditional abaca. Okay, next please. So this is in USEP, Bukap, and Winsu. Next please. So here, so this is the one, the multi-location trial site in PSU. So the tall ones are the hybrids, and this one are the small one, infected with the virus, are the traditional variety of abacain. So ito po yung average performance of the hybrids in all environments. So there are two varieties that were tested, yung H2 and H7. H7 is yung po ang bandala. Okay, so yung bandala is performing outstanding in all environments, but in terms of dry weight and fiber recovery, mas mataas po yung tinawagang pula, which is a traditional variety of beacon. So fiber recovery po, okay po. Pero sa tensile strength, halos hindi po magkalayo ang H7 at saka yung tinawagang pula. Pero pag i-compare nyo po sa inosa matibay po talaga yung inosa eh. Kaya yung fibers niya medyo malalaki. Kaya siya sobrang medyo matibay as compared to the hybrids. Okay po. Actually, this is the data of Mr. Lalusin from FTRDI. So, chemical properties of raw abaca fibers and abaca pulp. So makikita po natin dito yung lignin content, holocellulose content, and alpha cellulose. So raw abaca fibers have 10.67% lignin, 78.61% holocellulose, and 49.59% alpha cellulose. And raw abaca inosa variety have 7.43% lignin, 86.09% holocellulose, and 66% alpha cellulose. So, pag tinal po, medyo nababawasan yung lignin, tumataas ang holocellulose ng hybrid, and even the alpha cellulose. Okay po, please, next please. So, this data showed the percent fiber recovery. So this came from PTRI, conducted by Miss Jen Kaya. So this is the project of Miss Jen Kaya, funded by Picard. So the data showed that the hybrid of abaca had the highest fiber recovery with 57.01% as compared to the S2 grade abaca. So mas mataas po yung fiber recovery ng hybrid abaca. Okay, so next please. Then the fiber fineness and mechanical properties. Actually, napaka-importante po yung fiber fineness sa weaving. Kung medyo malalaki po yung fibers, hindi magandang i-weave o hindi magandang spin. So this data show that the hybrid had lower tensile strength as compared to the commercially available S2 abaca. So, medyo mababa po yung tensile strength ng hybrid in terms of Newton. So, ang S2 abaca ay 17.65, 5 lang po yung 5.66 ang hybrid. Okay po. Then, the result is in agreement with the previous data of PTRI. So, pakibalik. So the hybrid is almost 3 times finer. In terms of fineness, mas maganda po yung fineness ng hybrid kumpara sa S2 inosa fibers. So yung inosa po is 338.4 as compared to 131.5 fiber fineness. Then ang elongation po is medyo 1% lang for both varieties. Okay? Next please. Then sa fiber whiteness naman po. So whiteness index indicators Hunter and Stensby. So the result is in agreement with the previous data of PTRI. So there is an increased value of the whiteness index after the treatment. So medyo after the treatment po, titingnan natin sa table, sa graph, so we can see the differences between Hunter and Stensby whiteness index. So ito po yung raw fiber, S2, yung blue. Ito ay yung una. Then raw, hybrid, then after treatment and after treatment of the hybrid. So tumataas po yung whiteness lalo after treatment. Okay? Next please. So this is the morphological analysis of the fibers. So cross-sectional view of the fibers are irregular and more compact with no hollow holes within the fibers. Then, yun po yung una. Then the fiber surface of raw fibers appears wrapped and bundled together. So makita po natin parang pagkakatabi. Then after alkaline and bleaching treatment, relatively gave cleaner and smoother surface with the bundled fibers more loosely held. Luminis po yung fibers after alkaline and bleaching. Okay? Next please. So this is the chemical composition of the S2 and hybrid tabaka. So both treated S2 and hybrid tabaka have higher total cellulose content and correspondingly lower residual gum content in comparison to their raw counterpart. So nababawasan po yung residual content ng cellulose. Then results suggest that effective removal of non-cellulosic components from the raw fibers such as lignin and hemicelluloses. So tumataas po yung cellulose, nababawasan yung non-cellulosic materials after treatment. Okay? Ito po yung spinning performance ng abaca fibers. So, yung thread composition po is 75 to 25 blend. So, 75 polyester and 25% abaca. So, sa preparation po, we can see already the differences between polyester and S2 abaca and polyester and hybrid abaca. So we can see that the performance of the hybrid abaca is better than the S2 abaca in terms of spinning performance. Okay, next please. Then this is the properties of spun yarns made from blended S2 and hybrid abaca fibers. So in terms of breaking force in Newton, so S2 is much stronger as compared to abaca. S2 is 18.44 Newton, while the hybrid is 13.95 Newton. So there's no much difference in terms of average elongation, but in terms of yarn composition, so if polyester is added, so and S2, so 81.86, almost 80.6% is polyester and abaca is 19.4%. While in the case of the hybrid, 76.9 and 23.1% only. Okay. So this is an open vessel bulk product. So we can see the difference between degumming and bleaching. So in terms of the first and second degumming, so there is a decrease in the percent residual gum after bleaching and degumming. So nababawasan po yung gum content after the treatment. Okay? Also, the technical and economic viability of the hybrid abaca fibers as textile raw material was found satisfactory. So, the breaking force of the yarn is lower than that of the S2 blended yarns, but fineness and fiber composition were improved. So, it means that in addition, the breaking force could be improved by increasing the yarn number by twisting 2 or more yarns. So, medyo mahina po ang fiber nung hybrid, pero mas maganda siya. So, magpapatibay po natin siya kung dodoblehin natin. Okay. So, this is the blend between cotton and abaca. If 90% cotton, 10% abaca, the price will be 235 per kilo. And if it is 85% cotton 15% abaka, 255 pesos yung price. Then 80 pesos, 80% cotton, 20% abaka, 270, 75% cotton, and 25% abaka, 290, and 70% cotton, 30% abaka, 310 pesos per kilo. So that is if the price in PTRI, the price is 220 pesos per kilo of yarn. Okay, span cotton. Okay, next please. So this is the prototype apparel such as coverall, robe, and couture of uniform. So makikita niyo po na napakaganda ng product ng hybrid as compared to the okay pa. So next please. Thank you very much. Tapos na.